Well, folks, it's been quite a weekend. Donald Trump's lies have been working overtime to put a big wrench into the relief efforts in North Carolina. Did you hear about this jackass, Jonathan?
No, no,
A
no.
guy was arrested for threatening harm to FEMA employees that are working in North Carolina.
Was this a guy in North Carolina?
Yes, a North Carolina man arrested over the weekend for allegedly threatening harm against FEMA employees responding to Hurricane Helene. William Jacob Parsons, a 44-year-old jackass, was arrested and charged with going armed to the terror of the public, which is only a misdemeanor.
Wait, what? Hold on. What's a
What was
misdemeanor?
that again? Going armed to the terror of the public. That's exactly what he's charged with. Never
What
heard of
else
such
is
a thing.
what else is a misdemeanor? Like driving with marijuana in your car is a misdemeanor.
Yeah, this guy was arrested with a handgun and a rifle. And he was outside of a relief effort, area where they were set up and stuff. So that's where he was found and arrested with all these things with him.
I'm not saying that anyone should ever attack anyone with any sort of weapon at all. But if you're going to do that, I'm not saying you should, but if you're going to, the last group I would think would be your target
Yeah.
would be the FEMA workers helping the people in your town recover from a natural disaster like a hurricane.
Well, he probably thinks that they're not doing their jobs, because that's what Donald Trump says, that nothing is being done to help these people and da da da. Well, if you shoot them, they can't help. Just going to bring that up. Um,
Idiots.
so, yeah, these people actually believe this stuff and act on it. And that's when it starts getting really scary.
They say
I mean,
words can never hurt you. That is not true
it's
when we're
not true.
talking about a former president.
Yes. Who has already incited violence before and certainly would not even hesitate to do it again.
Didn't he literally say, I could shoot somebody on the street? Now, to give him a little bit of credit, I knew that that was just him illustrating a point. But the fact that that's the example that he used,
Yeah. Kind of disturbing.
right? Or when the crowds were saying, hang Mike Pence, and he didn't do anything about it
Yeah.
right
He didn't
away.
care. Did not care.
It's shameful,
Hmm.
and it's harrowing.
He does not care about people. He cares about himself, and that's it. And so he'll tell lies that hurt so many people and not blink twice about it.
Because there are people who are, let's say, not as smart as him. Granted, look, he might make a lot of bad decisions, but in order to achieve what he's achieved, you have to be relatively skilled at one thing, right? Which is real estate, whatever. He's good at that. You got to hand that to him. He's good at that. Oh, I mean, billions of dollars, great. He's a successful real estate mogul. He's a successful reality TV star. But the fact that he says these things and people hear it who aren't probably all there,
They don't question it.
right? He needs to take some onus of that. He needs
Yes.
to understand that it's not just a great sound bite. It could be someone's life.
Yes.
And he doesn't get that, or at
No, he
least he doesn't
doesn't.
even care that
Mm-mm.
that's
No, he
a
does
component.
not. So everybody's got to make sure that they vote. I got my mail-in ballot already, and I'm going to mail that bitch tomorrow. There
Are
is
you one
no
of
way my vote is not going to be counted.
Do you have to put a stamp on it, or is it
Uh,
free? Do you have to put a stamp on it, or is it free to mail?
you know what? Let me look at it. Let me go in this sucker.
You know what I'd love? I would love for you to go down your ballot and tell us, like, because there's some of these names that I don't, I'm one of those guys where
Oh God.
I used to go into the voting booth and I'd vote for the name that seemed like the coolest to me. I don't want to do that anymore.
Well, the most important one, no postage necessary.
I ask because I used to be
Mailed
that
in the
guy that
United
would put
States.
like 2 or 3 stamps on a thing to make sure that it got through.
Well, a lot of your ballot is going to be local stuff. Like there's some Supreme, well, there's Supreme Court stuff, state representatives, you know what I mean? Stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I would love to hear your take on that stuff.
I don't even know
So,
who
so,
these people are, honey.
so you're just picking cool names too right
Well,
now?
you don't have to fill out the whole thing, just so you know. When you're voting, you don't have to answer every single one. You could vote for the ones that you know something about. And maybe
Oh,
not fill out the stuff for the ones you know nothing about.
I've been treating them like those old Scantron tests
Oh, and you have to answer every
where they're
one and
like,
give
if you
them
don't know,
credit.
just guess. If you don't know, just guess.
Like they're gonna hand it back to you and say, "This isn't done."
Right. I
Fill it
thought they
out.
would. I thought they would.
No.
So I would just vote on the Democratic side unless I knew a particular person was
Oh my
was
God, that is
Republican. But
so
let me tell you,
funny.
I don't think I've ever voted Republican, at least intentionally.
I am an
Like if
independent,
it's
so I am sought after.
ooh,
Ooh.
because it doesn't always say Democrat or Republican, right? Sometimes on some of these people, it
It
just
does say
says,
it.
who do you want?
No, it says Donald J. Trump and JD Vance, and then off to the right is REP for Republican. And then you have Kamala and Chase Oliver, Claudia De La Cruz,
Uh-huh.
Randall Terry, Peter Sonsky, and Jill Stein. I don't know who the hell these people
I'm
are.
talking about the things that are like 12 boxes down. Not the president, I've always known, if they were
No, well,
Democrat
the
or
only other
Republican.
things that are of interest to me are Amendment 3 about legalizing marijuana, very important. And which I think both candidates are pretty, they got the right thing going on for that part.
Uh-huh.
And then there's the one about abortion and abortion rights. And you got to vote yes on that one also.
So your voting process takes like 18 seconds.
Oh yeah, I know what I'm doing when I'm going in there.
This was never, at least in my experience, it was never as important as it is right now.
It is. And you have a lot of people coming out supporting whatever side. And I mean, the big names are coming out. And who has been making speeches on behalf of Kamala Harris?
Oh, nobody.
Oh, this guy, Barack Obama.
What a name. Like, who is
Oh, man.
that?
Well, he
Who
is
is
quite a
that?
speaker. He is quite a speaker. And I have heard somebody say that he doesn't speak very often. So when he does, people listen. So you saw the whole speech,
I
Jonathan?
watched the entire thing live.
Oh, wow. See, I missed that.
I watched it from start to finish. And I think he might be one of the best speakers of our entire generation. Maybe, I don't know how long a generation would be, but maybe Martin Luther King. Like he had a great speech.
Yeah.
But I think when Obama delivers something, it's conversational, but obviously there's some calculation, some strategy behind it. He's the coolest guy in any room he'll ever walk into. He's the coolest guy in rooms he's never been in.
Well, why don't you share a clip from that speech?
Here it comes.
I mean, just last week, I talked about this. We had one of the deadliest hurricanes in American history. The beautiful town of Asheville, North Carolina, one of my favorite places in the country. Spent time there, amazing people, devastated, hundreds of people killed. And President Biden and Vice President Harris were down there meeting with local officials and comforting families, asking how they could help. And Donald Trump at a rally just started making up stories about the Biden administration withholding aid from Republican areas and siphoning off aid to give to undocumented immigrants. Just made the stuff up. Everybody knew it wasn't true. Even local Republicans said it was not true. And now the people of Florida are dealing with another devastating storm. And I want you to watch what happens over the next few days, just like the last time. You're going to have leaders who try to help, and then you have a guy who will just lie about it to score political points, and this has consequences. Because people are afraid, and they've lost everything, and now they're trying to figure out, how do I apply for help? And some of them may be discouraged from getting the help they need. The idea of intentionally trying to deceive people in their most desperate and vulnerable moments. And my question is, when did that become okay? I'm not looking for applause right now. I want to ask Republicans out there, you know, people who are conservative, who didn't vote for me, who didn't agree with me. I had friends who disagreed with me on every issue. When did that become okay? Why would we go along with that? Real strength is about taking responsibility for your actions and telling the truth even when it's inconvenient. Real strength is about helping people who need it and standing up for those who can't always stand up for themselves. That is what we should want for our daughters and for our sons, and that is what I want to see in a president of the United States of America.
I love this next little part here.
Okay. I've already got goosebumps.
Right?
And the good news is that you have candidates to vote for in this election that demonstrate that kind of character, who know what real strength looks like, who will set a good example and do the right thing and leave this country better than they found it. So, Pennsylvania, that is the choice in this election. It's not just about policies that are on the ballot. It is about values, and it is about character. So whether this election is making you feel excited or scared or hopeful or frustrated or anything in between, do not just sit back and hope for the best. Get off your couch and vote. Put down your phone and vote. Grab your friends and family and vote. Vote for Kamala Harris as the next president of the United States.
How about that?
Wow.
Right?
I'm energized. Let's go grab people.
I know, right? Have you ever been to Disney and seen the Hall of Presidents? And you know they put Obama in that.
So long ago, so long ago.
I wish they had him speaking like that.
Yeah.
It would be weird. It would be a little weird because you know you've got Benjamin Franklin and Abraham Lincoln. They're all like, you know, 7, and you have Obama going, "Get out there and vote." It would be strange. It would be strange.
There's an interactive exhibit in Washington, D.C. that does that. You walk around and you've got an app for your phone, and you can, I guess it's a QR code. And it tells you different stories when you go to the different stations and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Cool. Now, he had some powerful words there.
Yes.
About what Donald Trump is doing. Like, why? When FEMA has to, on their website, have a special section to deal with all of the rumors and lies that are now hurting people that work for FEMA, I mean, that is very sad. I think that is very sad. So shame on you, Donald Trump. Shame on your mom for not teaching you better.
Ooh, did you just take it super personal there? Ooh.
For shame. You make an old lady want to smack a bitch.
You know what? You're right. Never before has a government agency had to produce a website that is literally a response to the BS that a former president has been spewing. These are
Yes.
government dollars and resources
Yes.
being spent
So
on
somebody,
this.
yes, there it is. I mean, how sad is this?
Let me read this, because this is only because of Trump, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. They never had this before this year.
The page is, for those of you listening, not seeing it, the page is called Hurricane Rumor Response. And this is on FEMA.gov. Rumors and misleading information can spread quickly after any disaster. Following hurricanes Helene and Milton, we have seen many rumors that have the potential to seriously hamper storm response efforts or prevent people from getting assistance quickly. Help keep yourself, your family, and your community safe by being aware of rumors and scams and sharing official information from trusted sources. You can get official information on Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton. They give the links here, and then it says, do your part to stop the spread of rumors by doing these 3 easy things. 1, find trusted sources of information. 2, share information from trusted sources. 3, discourage others from sharing information from unverified sources. And I think they left one out: 4, vote for Kamala Harris.
Yes. Well said. Well said. Ridiculous.
We paid money, we as taxpayers, we paid money so that page could go up.
Somebody had to stop what they were doing, stop some worthwhile activity that was relief related to address ridiculous crap on their website. And
Yep.
I'll bet you they have to update it almost daily.
You know what? That's
So
a really
I think
good
that is
point.
very sad.
It's not just a one-time thing. It's a regular thing.
It is. It is. So to that end, I think we have to just make him look ridiculous on this show.
He's doing a fine job of that.
He is. And
He don't
all the
need your help in
ridiculous
that.
products that he has, stuff like that. First of all, not a one is made in the USA. They are all made in China. It was all on Jimmy Kimmel the other night. He went through all of those products, every single one, even the Bible. The USA Bible.
That Bible's not
China.
printed. It's not okay.
It's not okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Chinese food. I'm not a huge Bible fan, but if your whole platform is make America great again, let's build things, let's manufacture things in America, and then you're selling Americans
China.
Things with flags on them that are made in China,
Crazy.
This is a movie. If you saw this in a movie, you'd be like, it's one of those dystopian science fiction things.
Okay, so we're going to play this commercial for you. And my question to you out there is this a real product or is it not a real product? Now, based on other things that he has, the jury's out for me, but you check it out.
Yes, that's true.
He's here, America's favorite fish.
No one has ever seen a fish like me.
Trumpy Trout is an animatronic talking fish with a big personality.
I'm building a new pond and the bass will pay for it.
Watch his fins flap and his large round mouth move in and out.
They're eating the dog fish. They're eating the catfish.
Mount him to your wall. Use the built-in stand to display him proudly on your desk. Or just keep him under your bed. Trumpy Trout can be your little secret.
Trumpy Trout will make everything better.
Everyone gets lonely, especially red-blooded, God-fearing alpha male patriots like you.
I want to drain your swamp and take you to the deep state.
Trumpy Trout understands. His flaxen blonde hair and soft, supple lips will make everything better.
Trumpy Trout will make you feel so good.
Trumpy Trout features a 200-volt industrial motor that provides powerful suction, making him the most popular fish in the lake.
Trumpy Trout is the greatest fish I've ever caught.
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing, bing, bing.
He's a rascal.
Don't miss your chance to hook Trumpy Trout.
When you're a trout, they let you do it.
Order today and get a JD Vance couch pouch absolutely free.
I'm a friendly couch named JD Vance. Have a seat and unzip your pants.
Available at Bass Pro Shops.
Oh, man. See, now that particular one might not be real.
That's not real.
That's not real.
But it's real great.
It's so funny.
Oh my
God, the couch pouch. Hysterical.
You know what's great is that's somebody's job to sit there and watch that stuff and go, well, I mean, we kind of have that. Maybe it's not our job yet. Maybe it's our task, our hobby.
On it. Oh, it's my pleasure. That's what it is.
But imagine paying your mortgage and like going to the grocery store with a debit card because money was put on that card because you spend 5 days a week planning that.
Like that.
Yes.
It'd be a dream come true. Well, I feel like I've been cleansed with laughter now. Thank God.
I was having a rough day before this.
See?
And that's the one thing. That's the one thing I will give Trump is that now that I've started learning, thanks to you, and paying a little bit more attention, there's a lot more to laugh at in this world.
Oh, man.
There's also a lot more to be scared of.
Yes,
right?
yes. Sometimes you have to laugh so you don't cry.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you run in fear from the 12-story tall naked Trump puppet statue.
It was just in Detroit.
Oh,
it was just in Detroit.
I wonder how Detroit people handled that.
They weren't excited. Much like they were thinking about what Trump said about them when he was there talking about them, talking smack about him in their town with a big giant 43-foot naked Trump out front. Hysterical. You can't make this stuff up. Donald Trump, given comics great material since 2016.